This stage. Out of all the stages in the game, I hate this one. Specifically because of those bounce pads. Spring Stadium, hence its name, is going to feature a lot of bouncing around. Come on. Up. Part of the bouncing around involves those balloons, which, if you hit them, they will catapult you into the air, make it a little easier to cross gaps. But more annoyingly, there are also spike traps. If you stand on the spike trap for a split second, then it will trigger and damage you. So you constantly have to be bouncing around just to prevent yourself from getting whacked. Crap. Ow, well. Whoop. We also have another annoying enemy here. Those crabs are an enemy that can only be hit from the front. If you try to jump on them, if you try to spin attack them from behind, you'll get hit by their spikes and suffer damage instead. Generally, it's a good idea to keep a shield in this area, because there are a lot of enemies that either you have to wait on in order to damage, or otherwise just traps, period, that are an absolute pain in the butt. Two more enemies to go. Have I also mentioned that this place is a bit labyrinthine too? Whee! There we go. Got all my flickies. And just to get back to that rang. Whee! Ow. Huh, there's Tails. Might as well demo a extra special stage. I believe they will always be the 7th special stage. I might be wrong. They might just be random. Whoop. Ow. So far, so good. Yep, an extra life. I usually get mountains of lives on the way. Again, it's super easy to get 1-ups in this game. Part of it is the fact that you're given so many rings. Part of it is, after you get your emeralds, you could just redo the stages if you ever wanted another 1-up. And on top of that, you could still get continues. The only reason why, in my mind, that person would probably game over is because they're fairly new to the game. Or they're a little one. Take your pick. And if you saw in the background, you might have seen a Knuckles. Knuckles is over here, around a pinball table. Well, a quote-unquote pinball table. It's not really. And I can't reach that. That's fine. Come on. 3 Flickies. Pufferfish. Got all the Flickies we need. So now it's just get to the goal. Done. Easy. I'll try to demo as many Knuckles and Tails locations as I can. I might not do every special stage because, well, we already have the emeralds. We don't need to. Ow! That's one. Speedo. If I remember correctly, each and every enemy in this game does have a name. I don't remember all of the names, sadly, because they're displayed in the manual, I believe, and I don't have the manual. Oh, and Stage 2 also introduces an extra hazard. Cross these holes, and you get skewered. I hope you enjoy Punji traps. Get over here. Okay, I have 4. If you ever, like, lose track of Flickies, jump around a little bit. As it jump around or otherwise move a little bit, you'll be able to get a better gauge of how many Flickies you've got on hand. If I remember correctly, there's a Lost Flicky radar in the official patch to make it easier to locate Flickies that you've lost due to damage. Whoop. Done. There's Knuckles right over there, and Tails. In a rare instance, both of them are in the same location. And at that, there is something else I could probably mention as well. You don't necessarily need to pay Knuckles and Tails the 50 rings right out the gate. If you have an amount of rings with you and want to come back and get some more, but also bank them, you can. The moment that one of them reaches 50 rings, they will take you to the special stage. It doesn't need to be in one burst. Ah! Stop bouncing me around! Do I look like a pinball? This isn't pinball! This isn't spinball! Flicky. There we go. Okay, I've got 4. Might as well bank them for now. That way I don't need to worry about it, like, losing them. Because if I could dislike this game for any one reason, and it is a legitimate reason, there's the reason why all bug fixing occurred in the first place, getting hit is an absolute pain in the ass. And it can waylay you for minutes on end. Nice try. Damn it. Grab at least one ring. There we go. Drop you. One more flicky to go. There's one more set of flickies to go. Ah! Two. Get a few more rangs while I'm at it. This one's a bit tricky. You need to use the balloons to ascend. If you screw up though, they will respawn, make it a little easier on you. You need to have some momentum. Eat that. Four. One to go. You. And done. Time for the boss. Introducing the Egg Pitch-a-Fit. I'm kidding. But that's effectively what he does in this one. Watch this. Eggy. That's it. That's it. He just follows you wherever you go, eventually hits the ground, and then starts slapping his hands on the ground like he's some type of disco bongo set. Loop around to his back, donk him in the back of the head, you're fine. It's not a hard boss. If anything, the bigger problem most people have with this fight is simply the spike traps. Ow. It is a legitimate concern. Having to dodge Eggy's tantrum and also the spike traps is a bit of a pain. Not to mention, apparently the front of the spikes hurts. I mean, it makes sense. Still hurts. There we go. Almost done. Come on. Throw one more tantrum. It's not fair! I want to beat Sonic! Too bad, Eggy. You'll beat Sonic eventually, but not today. Come on, one more. One more tantrum. I do not remember this boss fight taking so long. Done. Jeez. Diamond Dust. This place is fun. Diamond Dust Zone is an icy biome with a few different interesting gimmicks. For one, there are frost traps about, but if you spin dash, sorry, then you could break them in a heartbeat and render them useless. You could also make yourself into a Sonic Popsicle. And believe it or not, make yourself into a frozen treat does have its uses. More annoyingly, though, there are also snowdrifts. The snowdrifts act like conveyor belts. pushing you along into a hazard more often than not. In some cases, though, there may not be a hazard, so explore carefully. The final gimmick to mention, these snowman enemies. When you destroy them, come on, the Flicky inside will be frozen. You'll need to bonk the ice cube in order to free the Flicky. This will only happen with the snowman enemies, though. All the others, the Flickies are regular. Raggy-sickle? No! I'm not tasty! Knuckles is right here. Break open that icicle barrier and voila, there he is. Whoop. 2 more to go. There we go. Drop this into place. Ooh! Fluid and posture. Good idea. Ah, crap.
Eat them alive. I summon you. True non-god.
Thanks, Jen. Much appreciated. Whee! Ah, right. I need to jump the gap. You could do with a bit of momentum. Sometimes I don't necessarily trust the momentum in this game, so I usually rev up a spin and then spin jump it. Just make it a little easier on myself. This one's automated. It's a nice set piece. Bear in mind, though, that these quote-unquote set pieces will in fact strip your shield, so, yeah, don't get frozen today. And if I remember correctly, on this snowdrift is Tails. Banked. I probably should have kept the flickies for that, but honestly, I don't need Sonic Icons at this point. I'm loaded on lives. And look, we're gonna get another, like, right now. There are a bunch of snowman traps along the way here. Be careful. Ah! God damn it. Give me a ring. Thank you. Some of the springs in this area will have to be uncovered by jumping on them. So far, so good. Break. Come on. That's 2, 3. There's a hair here. No! My beautiful rings. Well, you know what they say, hair today, gone tomorrow. One more 1-up. And because it's gonna bother me that I don't collect these. Fighting Farmer Pack on Humble Bundle for a few more days. I did take a look at it. I'm not sure if I want to pick it up, and that's the weird part of this. Cause, like... Ow! Davis, hello! Hope you're doing well. Just, I love Rune Factory, but it's because it gets the right blend of farming and RPG, and I've yet to find a game that does that. Usually, it's either leaning too much into the farming, or the farming is so superfluous that it doesn't really have much of an impact on the rest of the game, and that bothers me. I may just need, like, some type of complicated inventory system. Ah! Snowman. While it is dangerous, rolling into the snowman will make it so that you don't have to worry about not just collecting the flicky, but also breaking the ice encasement. Ow! Not today, Claw. Not today, Claw. This barrier makes it so much easier to fight enemies. If you can get one, keep it for as long as you can. One more to go. And yet again, if you were paying attention along our travel path, Suckles is right here. But we don't need him. We have all the Emmer dudes. Damn it. Nope! It's fine. Up! Actually, a moment to say, I think this is technically one of the few instances in a Sonic game where there isn't technically a water hazard. There's ice, but ice is not water. Well, not water as we know it, I should say. Stupid Pogo hair. Thank you. And recover the lost blue flicky. Come on. There we go. And done. I remember this boss being one of the more interesting ones. I don't remember its face. I'm muddling this one with the next area's boss. The next area has a hard one. Oh no! Now I remember this boss! No! I don't want to take a shower! How do you damage this one again? I think I just need to be at a right angle. For every time you hit this guy, I think he loses a sprayer, but all the others go a little faster. It's not a hard boss by any stretch of the imagination, it's just annoying. Ow. 3 to go. One to go. Done. Oh no, do I ask what that clip is, Shen? What did you do? This area. From here on out, the game gets hard, for cheap shot reasons. Volcano Valley is by far the worst set of stages in this game, capped off by the worst boss in this game. It's got a few gimmicks to it, one of which being these rock coverings. You will need to break some at certain points to uncover secret pathways to get to new areas. But the bigger annoyance, sometimes these rock coverings hold lava. On top of that, this place being near a volcano means that there are fire hazards left, right, center, sideways, upside down, and then some. Not only is it a pain managing the fire hazards, it's even more of a pain collecting flickies. Because the flickies know better than to travel the lava, and part of their knowing better than to traverse the lava means that they're constantly floating above it. You can see where I'm getting at. If you ever get hit above a patch of lava, you had better hope that your flickies don't get caught in the lava. Because otherwise, you are gonna need to get hit just to get it out. You bet I think water is wet. You serious? I hate this area. I hate this area. I hate this area. Part of it is the fact that I'm a nature elemental. Plants and fire don't get along. But at the same rate, it's just horribly designed. On the bright side, there's a secret hole here, and if you take it, you get your new best friend. This red shield, again, protects from fire. This includes lava. If you do not have one of these while you're traversing this stage, you are in for a miserable time. And even when you do have it, it's just going to be reduced down to annoying. Piss. Double piss. On the bright side, some of these fire traps are in somewhat obvious locations and are simple-ish to dodge. They're still a pain in the ass. This platform. Fuck these platforms. You might have seen... Stop me if you heard this one. A platform that, if you spin dash on it, raises you to higher levels, and if you stop spin dashing on it, then it sinks. It's possible to get squished by these platforms. I'll say it again. It's possible to get squished by these platforms. I can't begin to count how many times I have spun on one of those platforms, let go of the spin, catapulted myself off of a wall, back down to where I once was, and then gotten squished by the platform on its return trip. As close as it is to a Three Stooges moment, it is frustrating and a half. You're gonna clip while I get smashed. Oh, good! Thank you! Now I have an objective. Don't get smashed. I understand the joke is, let me smash, but in this case, let me not smash the hedgehog. Speed up power up, but speed ups are functionally worthless. Heck, come on. There we go. That's Act 1. I didn't show off Tails and Knuckles. Actually, I don't remember where they are in that one. Now for the more complicated volcano. Ah! Try again. I think. Thought so. A hidden wall here with an invincibility behind it. Take advantage of it. In this stage, some of the enemies will drop Firebird iterations of Flickies. I think they have the same properties as a purple Flicky. Don't quite quote me on that. Let's see. I want to say that there's a hole. In the case that you ever need a fire shield. If I can say one thing about this area, I love the music. Or at least the Genesis version of the music. The Sega Saturn version is across the board kinda generic and meh. This is very magnanimous and just intimidating. As a volcano should be. There's another hole. I believe this one leads... Nope, to the springs. Never mind. I thought that one led to Tails or Suckles. Whoop. Try again. So far, so golden. Drop off the children at daycare, and we're off to Area 2. there's another secret here, which leads to Tails. But we're good. I want to say there was a hole at some point that led to Suckles. Again, maybe misremembering. Ow! That's 2. 3. Take out the Scorpion. 4. Really? Nothing? Ah! Shit! Oh, that's the worst place for that to happen. Oh, no! Ah! Well, at least I know where my children went off to. Of course they're playing in the fire. I'm gonna have to go back. No! This area sucks, this area sucks, this area sucks, this area sucks, this area sucks! This area sucks! Oh, and here's Suckles. Ow! You may notice that some of these Knuckles and Tails locations correspond to the original spawns. You know, like, pretty much where you start the stages. They will not spawn until, by the way, until you, fuck. They will not spawn until you use the dedicated secret passageway. So don't think about trying to cheese the game. It's not gonna work in your favor. I hate this area, 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 I hate this area! Kit! Oh, and by the way, all the lives that we've been collecting, they don't count for shit! The maximum number of lives that can be registered is 9. Period. In most other Sonic games, there's usually a rollover, where, like, it shows 9, but you actually have, like, 15. Not this game. If it says 9, you have exactly 9. No matter how many you've been picking up to that point, you have exactly 9. If anyone's gonna be game overing in this, then usually the reason is specifically because of that. Three. 4. Damn it. 5. Now just to not get hit. Oh. I got hit. Okay. Get me out of the stage. Get me out of the stage. I'm not getting squished today. But from one headache, we go to a completely other type of headache. Frig. The Egg Refinery. I think it's what it's called. Fuck this boss. In order to damage this boss, you need to get onto the pipes. Because otherwise, there's an invisible wall. Frig. On top of all that, he's constantly throwing out jets of fire that home in on your location. There are fire spouts coming off of the pipes themselves. You likely won't have a shield in preparation for this boss fight. It sucks. This is the worst boss in the game. Worse than the final boss, and that should say something. Play ultra conservative with your rings. Only get one at a time if you can. Be very careful about where you're jumping. And damage rushing. Otherwise, you will not stand a chance. Even then, you won't stand a chance. This boss sucks.